Morning, it's day 72. It's been a couple of hours since I took my medication. I actually took my medication late this morning. I didn't take it until after 9 o'clock because that's the time I woke up. So I'm a bit slow getting started today, but I'm doing alright actually. I slept really well. I had a nice rest last night, so that was good. And I think I'm getting there, finally. It feels as though I'm getting there. I've had some fits and starts with my progress and everything, and it's just been, the last week or so has been a bit shit actually, because it's, things have been erratic. But now I'm more or less back on track again, so it's just hard sometimes just feeling this way, where you know deep down inside of yourself that you can be better than you ever were. It's just trying to convince yourself and trying to motivate yourself to get there, because I've been knocked down more times than I can possibly count. I've had everything thrown at me, and I've survived it all, but sometimes I question whether I've survived it because of my own skills, my own abilities to survive it, or whether it's because I've had people around me. I think it's a bit of both actually. I think it is a bit of both, because I have to give due credit to the people around me for supporting me and helping me out. Whenever I have had low points, and I have had some really, really low points, and at 41, well, I will be 41 on Friday, I'd like to think that I've got some life experience that means I can be there for others really now. Because there is a temptation on a journey such as this one to make it all about you, which is one thing I'm determined not to do. I want to share my experiences, of course I do, but what I also want to do is in doing that, I want to be able to help other people and inspire other people to do the same things, where they can confront their feelings and take control of them and deal with them the best way they can. So that's my goal in doing all of this. I'm sure I don't need to explain that, because I think the vast majority of you get that. But I'm not doing it for self-gratification or anything like that. I'm doing it because I want to raise awareness of the fact that yes, as I've said before, that yes, there are many people in a similar situation to the one that I'm in at the moment, and not everyone has the same support and the same level of confidence to come clean and say, you know what, I'm struggling as well. But this is what this is about, this is why I'm on this journey, because I want people to turn around and say, you know what, Nadeem's been open about his situation. If he can do it, so can I. That's what the main objective of all this is. Now, I'm not going to pretend for a second that any of this is easy. It isn't easy. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my whole life. To kind of strip myself back to basics and think, this is me. This is what I have to do to sort myself out. Yes, I've made mistakes, and yeah, I've done things I'm not proud of. I've said things I'm not proud of. I've hurt people along the way. I've hurt myself along the way. But I'm a human being. I'm going to make mistakes. It's natural to make mistakes. It's just the way it is. You know, people are human, and they should never be afraid to admit that they're human. And that's the thing that I am finding easier than ever to admit now. That I can be myself, I can be open and honest about how I feel. And that was a biggie for me, really, for a long time. You know, until I started this journey back in March. You know, I think I'd probably wanted to open up to people for over 20 years about a lot of things that I was going through, and a lot of problems that I had, and a lot of issues that I had. You know, I still have them. You know, they haven't just magically disappeared. You know, they're still there, but they're a lot easier to deal with now than they were. And that's largely thanks to the support of people like yourselves who've been on this journey with me. You know, who've allowed me to take them on this journey and let them into a part of my life that I don't really open up to anybody. And, you know, allow you to realise that everybody struggles from time to time. I mean, I know I've said this constantly in my previous vlogs, but it's true. You know, everyone struggles. Nobody's perfect, so no one therefore has the right to judge anybody else. And this is why it's so important for people to come forward with whatever it is that they feel. And put themselves on the line and say, you know what, I'm not so great at the moment. And the people that genuinely care about you, that are around you, they'll still be there. You know, if you think that, oh, if I come clean to such and such a person about the way I feel, they're going to walk out of my life, they're not going to want to know. If that's true, if they do walk out of your life, let them walk away. Because they're obviously not worth your energy or your time or your effort if they feel like that. That's the thing you've got to remember. You know, things like this, they really open your eyes to the reality of who's real and who isn't, who's there for you and who isn't, you know. And that says a lot about human nature. You learn a hell of a lot about yourself on this journey, but you also learn a hell of a lot about other people as well. And that's something that is very illuminating for me. It's quite good actually, you know, because you know where you stand with people when you're open and honest with them about things like this. You know exactly where you stand. You might not like it. You might not like the reactions of some people. You might not agree with the reactions of some people. You might think it's unfair and hurtful and unjust. But here's the thing, at least you know. At least you know. And I've been really, really lucky actually, because the vast majority of people, probably 99.9% of people that I'm friends with, are actually still here, even when I've been this open and this honest, and I've bared my soul to just about everybody. You know, they're still there. And that means a hell of a lot. It really does. I'm going to leave you now, because I've prattled on for over 9 minutes, and that's quite a long vlog for me. I mean, I know I've gone on for nearly 15-20 minutes in some cases, but, you know, I just wanted to let you know how I was doing, and I hope you guys are doing okay. And if you are struggling, as always, as I've said, you know, numerous times, if you want to post a video, or you want to just drop us a line and let us know what you're going through, then please do. And I guarantee that once you've opened up about it and talked about it, you'll feel a hell of a lot better. Because until I started this journey in March, I never realised just how much power there was in actually talking to people. You know, in just sitting down and talking about how you feel. I never realised how liberating and how vital it is. But anyway, I'm going to get going now. So I will speak to you later. Have a great Sunday and take care.